Hey guys, Rana here, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how to create a micro job website, or you can say service providing website. First, let's understand what is micro job website, or you can say service providing website, and how you are going to make money with this website. Well, you can make money with this website by charging a commission rate from Freelancer of your website, or you can monetize your website by paid listing, claim listing, booking, or marketplace, and so on. Moreover, once you learn how to build this website, you can create same type of website for your client and make money. If you don't have any client yet, you can start freelancing on Fiverr, Upwork, or any other service providing website. And from there, you will definitely get your first client. We will create this website with WordPress. WordPress is the simplest and the most popular way to create a website or blog. With WordPress, you don't need to know any coding languages. We'll design this website with drag and drop editor. But before that, we have to set up the essential parts of our website. And this will be step-by-step video tutorial. So let's get started and let's take a look at what kind of website that we are going to create in this video. Okay, so this is the website that we are going to create in this video. If you look at the header section, here you can see we have the logo area. Here you can add your own logo. Next we have this menu section. Here you can customize your menu according to your requirement. First we have the home page. We have service page. We have pages with drop down menu. Next we have blog page, freelancer page. And then we have this sign in button, post a request button, list a service button. By clicking on list a service button, freelancer can submit any service that they can provide on your website. By clicking on post a request button, your visitor or buyer can submit a request for any kind of service that they are looking for. Let's go ahead and click on the service page right here. In here, first you can see we have this keyword search box. Here people can search any keyword, whatever service they're looking for. In the left side, we have this filter options. Okay, first we have the category section. Next we have the tags. We have the service options. We have price range, delivery time, service includes. And the right side, we have all the listed services. In the filter area, we have the categories and we have some attributes. The amazing thing about this website, you can create your own attributes in your services page. Okay, even you can create a separate attribute for single type of service. Okay, you will learn how to do it. Just keep watching this video. Next, we have the freelancer page. From the freelancer page, your visitor or buyer can look for any top rated freelancer. Okay, in the left side you can create attributes for your freelancer as well. They can narrow down freelancer by delivery time, budget, language. Then click filter, nothing here, smooth 6 days. So this is how they can filter a vendor or a freelancer with this filter option. Okay, you can create as many attributes as you want and then assign that attribute with your vendor or freelancer. In the same way, you can assign attribute with any specific service. Understood? How simple it is. Let's go to home page. Below, you can see we have this showcase right here, how this system works. Find a freelancer, check a review, pay with confidence. You can remove this section if you want, or you can customize it according to yourself. Okay. Below that, we have top category. Here you can showcase the categories of your website so that visitor or buyer can navigate through these categories as well. Below that, you can see we have the feature services section. Here you can showcase your feature services. Below we have the customer reviews. Here you can show your customer reviews and you can replace this background image with your own image. Okay, I'll show you how to do it in the customization section. Just wait for that part of this video. Below you can see we have the top freelancer. Here you can showcase your top freelancer, right? And next we have the get started, and this is 2-column section. In the left side, we have the view service button. Here they can go to the service page. And the right side, we have the list a service button. Here they can submit a list of the service that they can provide on your website. Below that, you can see I have added this additional element on this website. This is a request section. Here your freelancer can look for this service and they can offer a service to this buyer. Let's look at the footer section. Here you can see we have a 𝘃𝗶𝗃 logo. You can replace this logo with your own logo. Below you can see we have text. We have the services, blog and social section. In the services section, we have these categories: design and graphics, digital marketing, programming. In the blogs, we have community, inspiration, so on. In the social, we have the social media handles, You can add your own social media handles over here. And finally, in the footer area, we have the terms of use, privacy policy. You can create as many pages as you want, guys. And if you click on the sign in button here, your subscriber can sign in with their registered email and password. If someone does not have account on your website, they cannot log in. In order to log in, they have to register themselves by clicking on the register button. Here they can type their email, password, and they can register themselves. Let's go ahead, quickly log in. Once they log in, let's go ahead, click on the profile. So this is the freelancer dashboard. Here they can see their order number, revenue they have generated. Okay, next we have the listing. Here you can see this freelancer has added one listing which is live, and this listing is a pending. Next we have the request. This freelancer added one request as well. And let's go to the messages. Here you can see this freelancer can talk to the buyer as well. Let's go to the settings page. Here you can see freelancer can upload their profile image. They can type their name, first name, last name, delivery time, budget, hourly rate, language, profile information, email, password, so on and so forth. Now let's look at how to submit a service. Let's go ahead, click on list a service. Now select any category of your choice. For example, graphics and design. You can upload an image, type a title. Next we have the price, $50. Service options, this is optional. These are the attributes that we have created. Tags, animation, you can type whatever you want. Description, here freelancer need to type the description. Next we have the delivery time, 3 days. Service include multiple revisions, maximum revisions, 2 or maybe 3. License type, regular license. Submit a listing, submit listing. Once you do that, now admin of the website manually approve the listing. Once the admin approve the listing will be live on this website in the service page. Okay, now let me show you how to post a request. Let's click on post a request. Here they can upload an image, they can type a title. For example, I need a graphic designer or photo editing. Budget would be $30. Delivery time 2 days. Description, and then click on submit request. Now admin of the website manually approve the request. Then this request will be live on the request page. Let's go to the request page. Let me show you. So guys, you can see this is the request page. So here you can see we also have the attributes. You can create attributes for your request page as well, guys. So that's why I love this website. I love the features of this website. Now let me quickly remind you how you're gonna make money with this website. First, you're gonna charge the commission rate from Freelancer, the service that provide on your website. Next, you can monetize your website with paid listing, claim listing, marketplace, booking, etc, etc. There are a couple different ways, guys. Just keep watching this video. I'll show you everything, guys. So without wasting more time, let's get started. And now let me show you guys how you can build this website from start to finish. Okay. All right. To create any website, whether it's freelancer website or blog or e-commerce website, domain name and web hosting. Domain name is your website name like GoDaddy.com, Amazon.com, Google.com. These are the domain names. And web hosting is a place where all your website file will be stored. Web hosting is a server or a computer where all your website file will be stored, and this computer runs 24/7. Basically, your website performance, speed, and even ranking depends on web hosting. So before you build your website, you have to choose best web hosting plan for your website. Right now, there are many web hosting providers out there, but handful of them are best. I'll provide you my best recommended web hosting companies down below of this video so that you can buy best web hosting plan for your website. So in this video, we are going to create a freelancer website. So we need a powerful and affordable web hosting plan. First of all, just type in this URL and press enter. You will find the same URL down below of this video as well. Go to this URL and you will land on Hostinger website. This is my one of the favorite web hosting company that I use. And you know, my personal website is hosted on Hostinger, guys. This is one of the best hosting company out there. So let's scroll down, and here you will see 3 different types of plan according to your requirement. If you want to build a single website, go with the single web hosting, but there are some limitation here. You won't get any domain name and you can't create more than one website. Okay, but if you go with the premium and business web hosting plan, you can create 100 website. You will get free domain name, free SSL certificate. If you're just getting started, I recommend you to go with premium web hosting plan. Once you feel like, okay, now I'm getting traffic on my website, people coming to my website and they're joining as a freelancer, and you need more power for your website, then you can upgrade your plan with business web hosting. Right now, I'm using business web hosting. I like this plan just because of one feature, which is daily backup. Sometimes what happens is you get messed up with your website and you don't have backup. With this feature, you can restore your website by date and time. This is an awesome feature, guys. He saved my ass many times. So I recommend you guys, if you are planning to upgrade your plan in future, go with business web hosting. But right now, if you're just getting started, go with premium web hosting. To get this plan, just click on add to cart. Here you have to select a billing cycle. You can choose a period like 12 month or 24 month. Higher you select the months, you will get more discount. Okay, for 12 month you will get 46. I recommend you to go with 12 month. That would be enough. And below that you have to type in your email. Let me just type in my email over here, or you can create account with social media account as well. Okay, below that you have to select your payment option. I'll go with PayPal. Scroll down. Here you can see you have to pay this amount. But before that, you can type in my coupon code if you want more discount. Let's just quickly type in my coupon code. And now you can see you will get more discount. Once you do it, click on submit secure payment. Email ID is already registered. Let me change the email really quick. Let's go ahead, click on submit secure payment. All right, so now you have to pay this amount with PayPal. Click on PayPal checkout, log in into your PayPal account and pay this amount. Once you do it, you will get your web hosting plan. So once you buy a web hosting plan, in the next page, it will ask you to claim your free domain name. Type in your domain name and get your free domain name. Once you do that, let's go ahead, log in into Hostinger's website. After login, click on manage under your web hosting. So guys, here, scroll down and click on auto installer under the website section. These are my domain names. I'm gonna blur it out just for security purposes. Scroll down and here you can see the most popular one, WordPress. If you do not know what is WordPress, WordPress is basically a script that allow you to create a website without having a knowledge of complicated coding like HTML, JavaScript, these kind of coding languages. You don't need that. Okay, let's go ahead, click on select, type your website title, for example, Fiverr. Type your administrator email. Your WordPress dashboard username should be here and the password should be down here. And then expand that advanced section. So guys, here you have to select your domain name. If you have multiple domains, you can select from here. If you have a single one, go ahead, select your domain and then simply click on next. And finally, you have to click on install button and WordPress will be installed in a few seconds. Once you install a WordPress, open a new tab and let's just go ahead, type your website URL. After that, just type in wp-admin and press enter. And in here, just fill your username and password and login that you just created. Okay, so this is your WordPress dashboard looks like. So in here, you can start building your website. If you hover your mouse over here, you can view your site. So this is a default website looks like. There is no content here. We are going to build our website from start to finish. Okay, let's close this out and let's close this web hosting as well. So now let's move with the next part of this video. So now we are going to install a theme to give our website a brand new look. If you look your website right now, there is no content, only one post, which is hello world. Okay, this looks boring and there is nothing here. Let's start building our website from this step. Let's go ahead, close this out. Hover your mouse over appearance, click on themes, click on add new, click on upload themes. Now leave this page as it is. Okay, let's open a new tab and type this URL and press enter. And you will land on HiPress website. And from here, you have to buy this theme if you want a professional looking freelancer website. If you click on live demo, so you can see this is a dummy website that we are going to create in this video. Your website looks exactly like this, or you can design your own website according to your requirement. This theme will provide you functionality or the features of freelancing website. Designing the website, it's all depends on you. How you design your website, it's all about creativity. Okay, let's close this out. And here In order to get this theme, you have to click on buy now button, and here you have to pay $79 to get this theme. This would be one-time payment, guys, and this is a single site license, and you will get unlimited automatic update, 12-month premium support, 30-day money back guarantee. If you don't like this theme, within 30 days you will get your money back. But I can promise you guys, this is worth the money to buy this theme. If you're serious about building your own freelancing website, this is a must-have theme, and this is not an ordinary theme. Right now there are many different freelancing themes out there, but this is the best one that I like the most. I'll tell you why I like this theme. Just keep watching this video, you'll find out that. Okay, just go ahead, click on buy now button, and here just type in your email, click continue, select your country and your zip code and click continue, and you have to pay this amount in order to get this theme. Once you complete this payment, you will get a theme as a zip file at your email ID. Since I already have this theme, I'm not gonna buy it again. Let's close this out. Let's drag and drop your theme file over here, and then click on install now, and then click on activate. Once you do it, now install all the required plugins that comes with this theme. Now click on begin installing plugins. Now select all of them by checking this box. Go to this drop down menu and select install, and then click apply. Now click over here, go to required plugins area. Now select all of them by checking this box. Go to drop down menu. This time select activate and click apply. Now go to dashboard. So this is the WooCommerce setup. We will set up WooCommerce plugin later on. Let's go ahead, click on skip store detail. Click on no thanks, close this. Now let's go to dashboard. So guys, if you see this type of error message, your store does not appear to be using secure connection. That means your website does not have SSL certificate. If you do not know what is SSL certificate, well, SSL stands for Secure Socket Layer. The information shared between your website and your visitor will be secured by this SSL certificate. If you're buying a web hosting plan, you will get only one SSL certificate for one website. If you have multiple websites, then you have to buy additional SSL certificate. But if you watch my other video, I won't let you buy additional SSL certificate because I'll provide you a solution to get a free SSL certificate. You can go to the description box of this video and watch that video and install a free SSL certificate for 15 years. And you can do that for unlimited website, guys, which is awesome. For more information about SSL certificate, don't forget to check out the description box. Anyways, now we are going to install an additional plugin. To do it, hover your mouse over plugins and click on add new and search for demo import and install this one. Click demo import and then click on activate. Once you do it, hover your mouse over appearance and then click on import demo data. Now scroll down, you have this button right here, import demo data. Before we click on that, let's look at your website. So right now you can see your website look like this. There is no content here. Now we are going to import a demo content into this website so that it would be easier for us to build our website from start to finish. Okay, let's close this one. Okay, let's go ahead, click on import demo data. Don't check these recommended plugins. You can install it later on anytime, but right now I'm not gonna check these options. Simply click on continue and import. Now wait for a few minutes and it will install everything for you guys. So I'm gonna speed this video up and I'll come back once it's done. Alright, demo data has been imported successfully. Let's go ahead, click on visit site. Alright guys, so you can see now our website looks like exactly a dummy website. Okay, so now we can start customize our website further. Let's go to the dashboard. Now let's look at the WordPress essential settings. To do it, let's hover your mouse over settings, click on general. Here you can type in the site title and the tagline. Make sure you check this option, membership, anyone can register. Scroll down and click on save changes. Next, let's go to permalinks. Here, make sure you select a post name under the common settings. Scroll down and click on save changes. Let's go to privacy. And in here, make sure you select your privacy policy page. If you do not have privacy policy page, you can create a new one by going to pages, add new. And from there, you can create your own privacy policy page. Let me show you how. So this is a Gutenberg editor. And in here, type a title, privacy policy. Below that, in the description field, you have to type your long privacy policy text. Okay, once you do it, don't forget to click on publish your page, and you are good to go. Once you do it, close this out, come over here, refresh the page, and select your privacy policy page from this drop down menu, and then click on use this page as a privacy policy page. And we are done with the essential settings of WordPress. Now let's look at the 𝘃𝗶𝗱𝗲 settings. Hover your mouse over 𝘃𝗶𝗱𝗲, click on settings. And here you can see we have different types of tabs here. First we have listing. Under listing we have display. In the display section we have listing page, which is already there. If you do not see listing page, you have to create a new one. Next, you can display categories instead of listing. It's all up to you. It's all your requirement. If you want to do that, go ahead, do that. But I don't really like it. Next, you can increase or decrease these numbers. How many listing per pages you want to show, how many feature listing per page you want to show, little listing per page you want to show. It's all up to you. Okay. Next, you can enable a zoom feature on image if you want, but I don't really like it. Title is optional. Under the search field, we have the keyword. How can people search for listing? They can type a keyword. This is how they can search for listing, which is already there. Next, we have submission terms page. By default, there is a no submission terms page. If you want to create a new one, go ahead, create a new submission terms page from here, and then come back to this page, refresh the page, and select your submission terms page from here. Okay. This is optional. If you don't want to do that, it's totally fine. Let's go ahead, look at the other options. Submissions allows submitting a new listing, which is most important part. If you do not want to submit a new listing on your website on specific period, uncheck this option and click save. No one will be able to submit a new listing on your website. Okay. Moderation, manually approve a new listing, which is very important. Make sure check this option. Reporting, allow reporting listing. If someone is listing bad things, then anyone can report that listing. Next, we have expiration. You can type in the expiry period over here, 30 days, 20 days, whatever you feel like is good for your website. Just type in over here. Storage period, you can type in the storage period as well. Next, we have selling. Quantity, allow buyer to select quantity, allow seller to limit quantity, require file attachment. It's all up to you. By default, this is totally fine. Once you make your changes, don't forget to click on save changes. And we are done with listing. Let's go to reviews. In here, we have submission, allow submitting multiple reviews. If you want to do that, check this option. Otherwise, leave it as it is. Don't forget to save changes if you make any changes. Let's go to vendors tab. So guys, here you can display vendors on front end, which is very important, guys. And this is a back end. This is what we call front end. Next, you have vendor page. This is optional. If you don't have vendor page, you can create a new one. Let me show you how you can do it. Go to pages, add new. Vendor means freelancer. Just type in your title for your freelancer pages and then click on publish. Hit publish once again. Let's close this out. Now refresh the page. Now go to this drop down menu and select your vendor page, which is freelancer that we just created. Vendor per page, how many vendors you want to display on single page? 10, which is enough. You can increase or decrease the number. It's all up to you. Display name, username, which is fine. Under the search field, we have one default field, which is keyword, absolutely fine. Next, we have registration. Under the registration, you can allow direct registration, but I don't think this is a good idea. Next, we have selling. Commission rate. If you type 30, that means you are going to charge 30% commission from each vendor that you have on your website. If you like to charge a different commission rate from each vendor from your website, you can do that as well. I'll show you how you can do it. Just keep watching this video. Right now, just leave it blank and click save changes if you make any changes. Let's go to the users tab. Here you can select display as a first name, username, last name, full name, whatever you feel like. Here you can create a registration terms page if you don't have one. Going to pages, add new, you know what I mean by that. Like I mentioned earlier, this is totally optional. Registration, allow user registration, which is fine. Generate username from the email address, which is absolutely fine. Next, we have the email, require email address verification. This is a very important part for your website, guys. If you do not check this option, there is a most likely chance people will come to your website and they will spam on your website. So I recommend you to check this option. Next, we have the restrict access to WordPress backend. Very important. Do not uncheck it mistakenly. Okay. Click on save changes if you make any changes. Let's go to messages. Under the sending, we have attachment. You can allow file attachment. Very useful. Next, we have storage. Next, we have allow file type. If you like to accept only one type of file like PNG or JPG, then you can select from here. Otherwise, you can uncheck it to select any type of file type. Okay. Below that, we have blocked keyword. You can type in the abusive keywords over here in order to block that kind of keyword. I'm not gonna do it. Let's go ahead, look at the storage section here. You can store messages in database, which is very important. Next, we have storage period. You can type the storage period over here, 30 days, 20 days, 1 month, whatever you feel like. Okay. If you make any changes, don't forget to click on save changes. Next, we have requests. Here you have to select the request page. Right now, we don't have any request page. Let's create a new one. Let's hover your mouse over pages, click on add new. Give a title and click on publish. Click publish once again. Okay, we are good. Let's close this tab. Let's refresh the page. Now select request page from here. Here we go. Request per page. How many requests you want to appear on single page? You can increase or decrease the number. Title is optional. Submission. Allow sending a personal request. It's all up to you. Manually approve a new request. Very important. Make sure you check this option. Notify vendor about a new request by email. Make sure you check this option as well. Very important. Expiration. You can type in your expiry date of this new request. Okay. Once you make any changes, don't forget to click on save changes. Next, we have offer, display, all user, fine. Everything is fine over here. If you want to make any changes, just go ahead, change anything according to your requirement. Next, we have order. In the order, we have restrictions and processing. Restrictions, messages. Restrict messages to buyer. Reviews, restrict reviews to buyer. I don't think this is a good idea, so I'm not gonna check these options. Under the processing, we have detail. You can share the buyer details with seller if you check this option. It's all up to you. Dispute or completion. Require manually completion, allow dispute order. Okay, these are the very useful option. And these are self-explanatory. You know what this means is. Completion period. If buyer not going to complete an order manually, then there should be a completion period. For example, 3 days. Within 3 days, if a buyer do not complete the order manually, then the order will be complete automatically within 3 days. You can increase or decrease the number from here. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead, click on save changes. Let's go to payout. So here, make sure you check this option, allow requesting payout. But how much is the minimum payout? Let's say $50. That's fine. Let's go ahead, click on save changes. Next, we have integration. You can integrate with reCAPTCHA. Below that, we have WordPress store license key. This is optional. You can type in your license key over here. And now we are finished with WordPress setting. Let's move with the next part of this video. Let's go to the dashboard. Alright guys, so now let's look at the WooCommerce plugin settings. So this is our WooCommerce plugin. If you do not know what this plugin does, basically this plugin will turn our simple website into e-commerce website so that you can accept payment from your customer. So in our case, this is our freelancing website. With WooCommerce, our freelancer or vendors can accept payments from buyers. This WooCommerce plugin not only for accepting payments, it's going to help us to add shipping methods and tax rate and so on. Now let's look at the plugin settings, but before that, let's look at the WordPress themes. And here you can see WordPress have different types of themes available for you guys. You can create a website like find an expert for your business, or you can create a rental website, or you can create a job find website or listing website. These kind of websites you can create with WordPress themes. And there are more themes on the way, guys. If you are interested checking out these themes, go ahead, check out these themes. These are very useful themes, guys. Just like 𝘃𝗏𝗏 we have here. And of course, you can go to extensions. So here you can see we have different types of extensions for different types of functionality. Extend the core functionality of your theme by activating these extensions. And if you look at here, claim listing and paid listing and geolocation, these extensions are free. Feel free to install these extensions if you like to extend the core functionality of your theme. Very useful extensions. And of course, you can buy all these 16 extensions at this price. If you buy all these extensions, you will get 50% discount, guys. So don't forget to check out these extensions if you want to expand your website functionality. Alright, now let's go to WooCommerce and let's go to settings. Here you can see we have different types of tabs here. First we have general tab. In here, just type in your store address, general options, selling location, shipping location. On this website, we are not selling any physical product. We are simply providing a service. For that service, we are going to charge. Okay, so don't worry about this section. Enable taxes. You can enable taxes if you want. If you like to enable taxes for your service charges, you can do that. I'm not going to do it. Finally, you have currency option, United States dollar. You can change your website currency from here. Next, we have currency position, separator, so on. Everything is good here. If you make any changes, don't forget to click on Save Changes. Next, we have Product tab. Here we have Shop page. By default is selected, but it doesn't really matter because we don't have any physical product here on this website. Okay, simply go to Payments tab. We don't deal with shipping. And in here, you can enable different types of payment options. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can enable PayPal. If you want to learn how to enable Stripe, you can check out my other video. You will find that video link down below of this video. Let's go ahead, enable PayPal. Let's go ahead, click on Get Started. It will install PayPal Payment Gateway plugin for us. There you go. Now let's go ahead, click on Toggle to Manual Credential Input. Here you have to type in your live email address, merchant ID, client ID, and secret key. To get that, let's go ahead, log into your PayPal. Now click on Login. So once you log in into your PayPal account, you will see a dashboard, and in the dashboard, let's go ahead, click on App Center. And now let's go ahead, search for API and select API credentials. And now click on Get Started. Now on this page, click on My Apps and Credentials. So now let's go ahead, click on Live. Now go ahead, click on Create App. Now type your app name, click on Create. So guys, these are the credentials that you need to fill in your WooCommerce plugin. Let's go ahead, copy your email. Let's come back to your WooCommerce, paste your live email address. Now we need live merchant ID. Let's go to PayPal. Let's go back. Hover your mouse over your account name and then click on Account Settings. Now go to Business Information. This is your PayPal merchant ID. Copy it. Come back to your website. Paste it over here. Now we need live client ID and secret key. Let's go back to PayPal. Let's copy your client ID. Come back to your WooCommerce plugin, paste it over here. Now we need secret key. Let's go back to PayPal, click on Show, copy the secret key, come back to your website, paste your secret key over here. That's it. Let's go ahead, click on Save Changes. So as you can see, our PayPal has been connected successfully. Now you can enable this PayPal payment gateway. Finally, scroll down, click on Save Changes. Alright, so this is how you can configure your PayPal payment gateway. If you want to learn more about PayPal payment gateway, don't forget to check out the description box of this video. You will find another video tutorial for that. Next, we have account and privacy. Let's look at here. Guest checkout. You can allow customer to place an order without an account. If you want to do that, you can check this option. Otherwise, you can uncheck it. Allow customer to log in into existing account during checkout. You can do that as well. Allow customer to create an account during checkout. This is very useful option. Allow customer to create an account on my account page. I don't think this is a useful option. And rest of the things are good here. Finally, click on Save Changes. Next, we have email. So guys, first 3 emails should be yours. Okay. If not, you can change it by clicking on Manage button. And from here, you can change your email. Once you do it, don't forget to click on Save Changes. And that's it. We are finished with WooCommerce settings. Let's move to the next part of this video. Okay, before we start designing our micro job website, or you can say website like a Fiverr or service provider website, whatever you call it, there are a few things that you need to set up first. First is listing, and then vendor, and then we have the request section. Without setting up these things, your website will not work properly and you won't make any money at all. Okay, so let's look at the listing section. Let's hover your mouse over listing, click on listing. If you look at here, these are the listing that has been submitted by a freelancer or admin of the website. In the beginning, when you just launch your website, you don't have traffic and you don't have any freelancer to work on your website. In that time, you have to add listing by yourself, and you the one who provide a service to your visitor or buyer. Once you feel like, okay, now I'm getting traffic and now I have a freelancer to work on my website, then you can sit back and relax and enjoy the earning of your website. There are many different ways to earn money with this website. First and most common way to make money with this website via charging a commission rate from Freelancer. Okay. And of course, there are other ways to monetize your website. You can monetize your website with paid listing, claim listing, marketplace, booking, etc. etc. Okay. You can expand the functionality of your website by adding more extensions of 𝘃𝗶𝗱𝗲. By hovering your mouse over 𝘃𝗶𝗱𝗲 extensions, from there you can increase the functionality of your website. Anyways, these are the dummy listing. If you just launch your website, remove all of them by checking this box, select all of them, go to drop down menu, move to trash and click apply, and that way you will remove all the listing that has been added by default. Okay. So before you add any listing or do anything with your website, first thing you need to set up is listing categories. Let's go ahead, click on categories, and here you can see these are the dummy listing. You have to remove them. In the same way, you can check this box to select all of them. Go to drop down menu, select delete, click on apply, and that way you will delete all the dummy categories. I'm not going to do it right now. Now let me show you how to add a new category. Type a name of the category that you want to add, programming and tech. Below you can type a description. Now click on add category. Okay, now let's go ahead, visit your site. Now scroll down. So here you can see under the top categories, now we have programming and tech, but we don't have any image here like we have in other categories. To add an image, let's go back here. Let's edit this programming and tech. Click on edit. Here you can see we have this image option. Select image. You can upload your own image or icon if you have one. Otherwise, I'm going to select this one from media library. Click select. Click on update. Come back to your website. Refresh the page. Now look at here. So now you can see we have this icon on this category as well. Let's go back to your website. Let's go back to categories. Now I'm going to add subcategories. To do it, let's type a name of your category. For example, I'm going to type WordPress. Below you can type a description if you want, and then click on add category. And now I'm going to assign this WordPress to programming and tech. And this would be a parent category of WordPress. Now click on add category. So now you can see programming and tech is a parent of WordPress. This is a child, this is a parent. Now I'm going to add few more categories under the programming and tech. Let's type a name, website builder, parent category already there. Let's click on add category. Now let's add web programming, parent category already there. Click on add category, mobile apps. Now click on add category. Now I've added these subcategories under the programming and tech. Okay. Next thing, let's go back to categories. If you go here and open the programming and tech, so here you can see we don't have anything here. Let's come back to this page and edit the programming and tech. If you scroll down, and here you can see we have this display option. Check this option. If you check this option, let me show you what's going to happen. Click on update, come back to this page, refresh it. So here you can see we have subcategories instead of listing. Let's come back to this page, uncheck this option, click on update. If you come back here, now if you go inside the programming and tech, it will show only listing instead of subcategories. This is how this system works. Let's go ahead and close this one. Let's come back to categories, all categories. In the same way, you can create as many categories as you want for your website. Once you create your categories, then you can create a tags. These tags help your visitor or user to navigate through entire listing. If you are creating categories, for example, programming and tech, then you should add tags related to programming and tech, like coding, HTML, HTML5, JavaScript, something like that. You got my point? Okay. Once you create it, next you have to create attributes. So guys, this is the amazing part of this website. This is the beauty of this website. That's why I love this theme. I had used many freelancing themes or service provider themes, whatever you call it. I never seen this kind of feature in any other theme. With this kind of feature, you can create different types of attributes for different types of categories, or you can even create a separate attribute for a separate category. Okay, let me show you how this system works. So here you can see these are the dummy attributes. You can delete them if you want, otherwise you can leave it as it is. Let's add a new attribute. Click on add new. So guys, here we have three sections. We have editing, search and display. Don't get confused. Just keep watching and do exactly what I'm doing here. First of all, under the editing section, you have to check this option. As soon as you do it, new option will appear. Field type. Here you have to select a field, what kind of field you want to appear in your attribute. If you still don't know what is attribute, let me show you. Let's visit your site. In here, let's go to services page. This is the page where buyer can navigate or narrow down a listing through these filter option. These are the categories, you know that. This is the tag section and these are the attributes, guys. You can create as many attributes as you want. It's all up to you guys what kind of service you are going to provide on your website and create an attribute related to that category. Fine, good. Let's come back to this page. First, let's type a title. I'm going to call it What for WordPress. Next, here, you know that you have to enable this option, allow front-end editing. Then field type, I'm going to choose select. There are different types of field type, but right now I'm going to select it. Now you have to click on publish before you edit other sections. As soon as you click on publish, new option will appear like multiple selection, edit option. Now let's look at what to do next. I'm going to check this option, allow multiple selection. Click on update. Next, click on edit option. And here I'm going to add few options for this attribute. Okay, let me show you how this works. First, I'm going to name it full website creation. By the way, I'm creating this attribute for WordPress category. And I've added this WordPress subcategory under my programming and tech. Understood? Once you name it, I'm going to click on add option. Now I'm going to add few more options here. Okay, so you can see I've added few options here. Let's come back to attribute section. So now you can see I have added this attribute for my WordPress subcategory. Let's come back to this page. So this is the services page. And here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on programming and tech. And you can see there is nothing here. You won't see any attribute here unless I click on filter. Under the programming and tech, I do not have any listing. So if you remember, these are the subcategories under the programming and tech. Now I'm going to select WordPress. Now click on filter. And here you can see I still don't have that attribute that I've just created. Why? Let me show you why. Let's come back to this page. Click on edit. Come over here. And now I can assign this attribute with any category that I want. For this example, I'm going to assign this with WordPress. Now click on update. Now come back to this page. Now here, if you still click on filter, that attribute will not appear. In order to appear that attribute over here, we have to go back here. Now go to this search section and in here, you have to check this option, display in filter form. And next, you have to select a field type, check boxes. And below that, we have the display option. I'm going to select icon. I'm going to randomly choose any icon that I like. Let's go ahead, select this one. Scroll up, click on update. Now, if you come back to this page and select WordPress, because we have assigned that attribute only with WordPress, select WordPress, click filter. Now you will see this attribute will appear as soon as you select WordPress. Okay. If someone come to your website and select WordPress subcategory under programming and tech, and they will see this filter. And here they can narrow down what kind of service they want for WordPress. They can go with bug fix, full website creation, landing page, so on and so forth. If I select programming and tech and I click filter, that attribute will disappear. Okay, that attribute will only appear if you select WordPress, click filter. Okay, so this is the beauty of this system. That's why I love this theme. This is an awesome theme, guys. And that's not it. You can increase the core functionality of this theme. Just go to the extension section and install any extension that you like, whatever feature you want on your microjob website. Let's come back to this page. So now we are done with listing. Before you add listing, make sure you create category, tags, and attributes. Then start adding listing. Next, let's look at the vendors tab. How you mouse over vendors, click on vendors. So guys, these are the vendors, or you can say freelancer. Vendor means freelancer. Okay, these are the dummy vendors. Obviously, you have to delete them. Select all of them. Go to drop down menu. Select move to trash. Click apply. And all these vendors will disappear. When you're getting traffic and people coming to your website and they are joining as a vendor, they will appear on this section. If you open any vendor, 𝘃𝗶𝗱𝗲, in here you will see the vendor description, vendor name, vendor image. This is a profile image, or you can say featured image. And scroll down here, you can see the vendor username. If you want to verify this freelancer, check this box. Otherwise, leave it as it is. So this is a dummy vendor or freelancer. That's why this is checked. And below you can see you have commission rate. For example, this is your favorite vendor. He helps you to generate more revenue and more traffic. And for this vendor, let's say you want to charge only 20% or maybe 10% commission rate. You can do that as well. And remember, this commission rate won't apply on entire website. You are charging 10% only from this vendor if you added commission rate from here. If you added commission rate from your WordPress settings, let me show you. Go to vendor. If you added commission rate here, let's say 10% or maybe 20%, then you are going to charge 20% commission rate from entire vendor that you have on your website. Let's go ahead and close this one. Let's come back to this page. Below you can see statistics of this vendor, the order number, the revenue that this vendor has generated, each and everything. And here you can see the hourly rate, $25. Let's come back to vendors, and here you can see we still have option to create attribute for vendor. Let's go here. Right now we have only one attribute, hourly rate. You can edit this attribute if you want. This is a default attribute for vendor. You can remove it, okay, by clicking on trash button. If you want to create attribute for your vendor, you can do that as well. Let me show you how you can do it. Let's click on add new. Here you can type a name of the attribute. But before we create attribute for vendor, let's go to vendors tab. How you mouse over pages, click on freelancer page. So this is a 𝘁𝗂𝘁 by default. Let's delete 𝘁𝗂𝘁, press enter. And now you can see this is a vendor page and there is no attribute here. Okay, let's come back to this page. Now we are going to create attribute for vendor page. First, I'm going to name it language. Under the editing section, I'm going to make it allow front-end editing. Next, I'm going to select field type. This would be select. Now click on publish. Now we have other options. Allow multiple selection. Click on update. Next, click on edit option. Now I'm going to type few options here. First would be obviously English. Then click add option. Next, I'm going to add Hindi. Click on add option. Next, I'm going to add Punjabi. Click on add option. Next, I'm going to add French. Click on add option. So now I have added options for this attribute. Let's go to attributes. Now added this attribute. Now scroll down. Under the search field, select this filterable option. Make sure you check this option, display in filter form. Now go straight to this section, field type, select field, checkboxes. I'm going to select icon. Let's search for language. Okay. Now scroll up, click on update. Once you do it, let's come back to vendor page. Now refresh the page. So now you can see we have this filter as well. Okay, let's go to attribute. But if you think like there is a two attributes, why this not appearing on this page? Well, let's edit this. Now go to search field. You can see this is a unchecked. That's why we are not seeing this attribute. If you want to appear it as well, let's check this box, scroll up, click update. Let's come back to vendor page, refresh the page. So you can see now we have hourly rate attribute as well. So this is how you can create as many attributes as you want for your vendor page. But remember this, before someone join your website as a freelancer, create these attributes first, okay? So that those freelancer has option to choose languages or other types of attribute. Let me show you what I mean by that. Let's come back to the dashboard, go to vendors. So here select any vendor. Let's click on edit. So now you can see we have this attribute, language, okay? Here, let's say this 𝘃𝗶𝗃𝗀 can speak English and maybe French. Let's click on update. Let's come back here. Now select English, click on filter. So here you can see only 𝘃𝗶𝗃𝗀 will appear when you select English. So I think you got my point. Okay, let's come back to this page. Let's go to vendor. So guys, this is how you create attribute for vendor page. So let's go ahead and look at the request section. But before that, let me show you this payout. Let's go ahead and click on payout. So guys, here when vendor or freelancer submit a request for a payout, you will see all the requests here. And from here, you have to approve that payout for freelancer. All right. If you go to methods, here you can name a method of payout, for example, PayPal, and this name will appear on your site. Okay. You can type a description. You can type a minimum payout amount. Let's say $50. Click add method, and this payout will appear on your website. Once you add your method, then your freelancer can submit a request for payout. And under the payout section, you can fulfill that payout. All right, let's go to request section. So guys, here you can see we don't have any request. Request means when someone visits your site and he or she may be looking for some kind of service on your website, they have two options. They can go to either services, or maybe they can click on post a request button from the front end. If someone click on post a request, let's open this page in a private window. So guys, in order to post a request, your visitor has to sign in. If your visitor does not have an account on your website, they cannot sign in, but they can register themselves by clicking on register button. Here just type the email and password and press enter. There you go. Once you log in, you can see we have few options. We have image, which is optional. Next we have title. Under the title you can type something like whatever service that you are looking for. Let's say I'm looking for a web developer who creates HTML website. Once you type a title, you can type a budget. I can give $50, or maybe more than that. I can give $300, let's say. Below you can type a long description. I'm going to copy and paste this section here. Once you do these things, you can submit a request. Now admin of the website manually approve this request. Once the admin approve the request, this request will be live. Let's come back to our original window. So guys, now let's come back to request page, refresh it. So now you can see guys, we have one pending request. Let's go ahead and approve it. Let's click on edit, click on publish, and the request will be published on your website. Okay, let's go to request section once again. Now this is a published one. Now if you go to the request page, press enter. So now you can see on the request page, we have this one request. If a freelancer open it, and here freelancer can make an offer. And this is how this request section works. But if you come back to this request page, but if you look at here, you can see we have only one attribute. But if you come back to this page, here you can see we still have options to create attributes. You can create categories if you want. Let's go to categories. Here you can see we don't have any category. So you can create categories like we did in the listing section. Once you create sufficient categories for your request sections, then whoever submit a request, he or she will have options to select categories, and that will be easier for freelancer to filter down a request area according to their skills. Okay, if a freelancer works only with programming and technology, they can go to that category. From there they can filter the request and then they can make an offer. So I want you to make these things first before you design your website. In the same way you can create attributes guys. Here you can see we don't have any attribute under the request section. You can create a new attribute by clicking on add new. Here I'm gonna type price range, or you can name it whatever you like. Here let's check this box. Next, select field type. This time I'm gonna select radio button. Click on publish. Now click on edit option. Let's add few options here. I'm gonna add $1 to $5. Click add option. Next, $5 to $10. Click on add option. Let me quickly add few options here. Okay, so you can see I've added these options now. Let's come back to attributes, edit price. Now make this filter searchable, display in the filter form, display as a sortable options. Now select radio button. Once again, below that I'm gonna add icon. Let's randomly choose this one. Scroll up, click on update. Let's come back to request page, refresh it. So here you can see your freelancer can narrow down a filter with this attribute. How cool it is guys. Okay, so if you go here, this request section, or edit this request, you can see now whoever submit a request, they will see the attribute in front end. Right now we are looking at the back end. Let's visit your site. Let's click on post request. So here you can see whoever posted request, they will see this attribute. Okay, so this is amazing stuff that has been designed by 𝘃𝗶𝗋𝗲. Thank you 𝘃𝗶𝗋𝗲. Thank you so much for designing this kind of feature. Alright guys, so this is the sections that you need to take care of first before you design your website. So now let's move with the next part of this video. Now let's look at the customization of your website. First of all, let's have your mouse over here. Let's visit your site. So as you know, this is a dummy website or demo website. On this website, you can literally change anything, any element of this website. Okay, so let me show you how you can change anything from this website. Okay, first of all, let's go ahead and click on customize. And here, if you want to change or replace this logo with your own logo, simply click on this pencil icon. And here you can change this logo by clicking on change logo button. And here you can drag and drop your logo file if you have one. If you don't have any logo for your website and you want to create a new logo within 10 minutes, you can watch my other video. You will find that video link down below of this video. So once you have your logo, just drag and drop your logo file over here. Since I already have a logo, I'm gonna drag and drop my logo here and then click on select. Now click on skip cropping. There you go. Now below that you have site icon. Let's upload that as well. If you have site icon, you can upload your site icon over here, or you can select your site icon from your media library. Randomly, I'm going to choose this one. Let's go ahead, click on select, skip cropping. And here you still have an option to change your site title, your tagline, and below that you can write a copyright notice. So right now I'm not going to do that. Let's go ahead, click on publish once you make any changes. Remember that. Okay. And next we have this menu. Let's go ahead, edit this menu. Let's go ahead, click on this pencil icon. This is a header menu. Let's go ahead, click on edit menu. So from here you can replace any item or you can delete any item by clicking on this drop down button. From here you can remove any item that you like. Okay, let me show you how you can add an item. Let's go ahead, click on add item. Let's add a freelancer page. Scroll down and let's add a request page. You can add any kind of item into this menu, and even you can create a drop down menu as well. If you want to remove any item, just simply click on that item will be removed. Once you're happy with your changes, don't forget to click on publish. Alright, let's go back. Click on back once again. Next we have widgets. Site footer. So this is our block widget, or you can say WordPress default 𝘃𝗶𝗱𝗀 widget. If you don't like this or you like a classic one, you have to install classic widget plugin in order to remove this 𝘃𝗶𝗱𝗀 widget from your website. For my personal choice, I don't like this 𝘃𝗶𝗱𝗀𝗀 widget. So I go back to my dashboard of WordPress, hover your mouse over plugins, click on add new, and here I'm gonna type classic widget, or you can see this classic widget right here. Go ahead, install it, and then click on activate. Once you activate it, let's go back to your customization, refresh the page. Now let's go to widgets, site footer. Now you can see we have classic style widget editable. Now you can see we have classic style widget here that we can edit. Scroll down. Here you can see you can replace anything over here. Like you can replace the text, you can replace the services, categories, social media, anything that you like. Let's go ahead, edit the services. You can edit the services section from here, or you can click over here. Both are the same thing. Okay, let's go to widgets, site footer, services, edit menu, and here you can delete any section that you like by clicking on this drop down button. Click on remove, and that part will be removed from there. Okay, once you're happy with your changes, don't forget to click on publish. In the same way, you can edit this social media accounts. Click on this pencil icon, go to Facebook, and here type your Facebook URL so that people can access your social media handles right from your footer section of your website. Okay, that's fine. Let's go back here. Again, you can edit the text area right here. Here you can see we have the icon, and below we have the text. You can replace this icon with your own icon. Let's go ahead, remove this one, press enter. Let's go ahead, click on add media, select your logo, insert into post. So this is how you can replace this logo with your own logo. You can edit this text from here as well. Once you're happy with your changes, don't forget to click on publish. And if you look at the footer area over here, you can see we have another pages here, terms of use and privacy policy. You can edit these pages by going to the pages, all pages, and from here you guys can edit the privacy policy page. You can edit the refund and return policy page. Type your own privacy policy, refund and return policy, and then publish that pages on your website. All right, let's go back here. Come back to this page. Next we have home page settings. By default, it is a good one. You don't have to change anything over here. Let's go back. And next we have font. You can change font of your heading, your body font. You can change any kind of font that you like. Okay, I'm gonna leave it as it is. Next we have WooCommerce. You have store notice, you have product catalog, product images, checkout. You don't have to change anything over here. So let's go ahead, click on close. Now let me show you how you can edit this text, this area, and so on and so forth. Let's go ahead, click on edit page. So this home page is designed with 𝘃𝗶𝗱𝗀𝗀 editor. You can edit any element from this section. If you want to change this text, simply select the text and type your own text. Once you're happy, click away. You can replace any text. If you like to remove any element from this website, simply click on that, and now you will see this 3-dot option button. Click on that and remove that section that you don't like. So right now I'm not going to do it. Next, we have this section right here. If you want to know what is the section name that they have added in their dummy website, simply click on that and you will see the name of that section, listing tag, and this is listing search form. Okay. Once you know it, you can add or create your own custom page. Let me show you how. If you scroll down at the very bottom, here you will see this plus icon, add block. Click on that, then click on browse all, or you can search it, or you can find it by going to the bottom of the page. Under the 𝗁𝗂𝗋𝗃 section, you will see all the listing or different types of elements. Let's go ahead, add this request search form over here. Here you can see we have this same type of form that we have here. Okay, this is a listing search form, and if you scroll down, you can see we have same type of request search form. This is a request search form, and that was the listing search form. Okay, if you scroll down, and here let's add different type of block. Let's go ahead, click on browse all. Let's add a column. Let's add side by side column, and in this column we are going to add block. Let's scroll down. Let's add user registration form. Okay, there we go. Let's go to the right side, browse all, scroll down. Let's add reviews. Okay, so this is how you can add or design your website. If you look at here, you can increase or decrease the number of your column. You can increase or decrease the number of the reviews, or you can display it by date or rating, whatever you like. So this is how you can add different types of elements into your homepage. Once you're happy with your changes, don't forget to click on update. Let's view page. Let's scroll down. There you go. You can see here, we have this section right here. We don't see the registration form. Let's go ahead, click on edit page, scroll down. Let's remove this one. Let's add different types of element. Let's add listing. Okay, 2 column would be fine, maybe single column, right? How many numbers you want to display? 1 only. Which category? Let's go with design and graphics. Once you're happy with your changes, let's go ahead, click on update. Let's go ahead, click on view page. Let's scroll down. There you go, guys. You can see we have added these 2 elements into this page. So in the same way, you can add as many elements as you want. Let's go back to this editing section once again, edit page. Like I mentioned earlier, if you don't like this section, simply click on this 3-dot, remove the group, okay? Or you can edit any section that you like. You can replace any image, replace or change any text, just simply selecting them and type your own text. Okay, below that you can see we have this top category, and these are the category section. You can see this listing category element over here. From 𝗁𝗂𝗃, we have feature services. Basically, you can create your website with your own creativity. How you want to present your website to your visitor, it's all up to you. If you like to change the color of your website, that's simple too. Go to dashboard, visit your site, click on customize, go to colors, and here you can change a primary color. Let's go with green. You can see the color has been changed. Let's go to the secondary color. You can see here the color has been changed. Background color, you can change that as well. If you scroll down, you can see, look at here. So this is how you can change your website color. Once you're happy with your changes, click on publish. If you like to remove this image or you want to add your own image, you can do that as well. Let me show you how. Let's go ahead, close this out first. Next, click on edit page. So now click over here. Let's select featured image. So you can see this is the image that you need to replace with your own image. Select that. First of all, you need to look at the resolution of this image. Okay, you can copy the URL, open a new tab, paste and go. This is the image that you need to replace with your own image. I recommend you to save this image, open this image in Photoshop or any other photo editing software, and then create your own image just like this one. Okay, once you do it, upload your own image and replace this featured image with your own image. And this is how you can change your feature image on this website. You can change this image as well. Alright guys, so this is how you can customize your website. If you want to know more about customization of your WordPress website, you can check out my other video because I have already created a separate video for you guys how to customize a WordPress website. By watching that video, you will learn how to customize any kind of website without having a knowledge of complicated coding. Alright guys, that's the end of this video guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you really did and if you learned something from today's video, don't forget to hit the like button. That would be appreciated. Thank you so much for watching this video. That being said, goodbye and I'll catch you guys next time.